Jernell Charlo knocks out Erickson Lubin in the first round to retain his junior middleweight title Saturday night at Barclays Center. Getty Images. Jernell Charlo of Houston might not have fought in the main event of Saturday's night's boxing card at Barclays Center, but he emerged as the star attraction after scoring a first-round knockout over Erickson Lubin of Orlando to retain his WBA super welterweight title. Charlo, now unbeaten in 30 fights, scored his 15th knockout in stunning fashion at 241 of the first round with the right hand that almost nobody saw. It was the most impressive performance of the night's 3 championship bouts in the 154-pound division. Jarrett Hurd retained his IBF title with a 10th-round TKO over Austin Trout, while Arizona Lara kept his WBA belt with a unanimous decision over Terrell Gausha of Cleveland. Lara 2,522, 14 KOs and Gausha 201, 9 KOs technically fought in the main event before a crowd of 7,643. Lara dropped Gausha with a left-right combination in the 4th round, but their bout was the least interesting of the 3 fights. His fans at one point chanted, "This is boring." That couldn't be said for either of the 2 other title fights. Charlo used one punch to finish Lubin. The finishing blow came during the first real exchange as Charlo led with a left jab and followed with a right as Lubin ducked. The right must have landed harder than anyone thought as Lubin 181, 13 KOs was stretched on the canvas, reaching for air and couldn't get up before the referee stopped the bout. "He caught me with a good shot. I didn't see it coming," Lubin said. That's boxing. Charlo and Lubin had talked plenty of trash leading up to the fight and the victor enjoyed his success. "They said they were going to come take my title," Charlo said. "I had to defend it. They didn't know what I was bringing into this." Hurd successfully defended his championship in the opening fight of the televised bouts, improving his record to 210 and 15 knockouts. Trout, a former WBA champion, won the early rounds by being first, staying busy and circling Hurd. Though he hadn't fought in nearly 17 months, Trout 304, 17 KOs was able to land quick striking jabs and hooks as Hurd tried to solve the southpaw's constant movement. Though Trout's experience and agility was working early, it was a hectic pace that the challenger from Las Cruces, NM couldn't maintain. Though Hurd was cut over the left eye in the 7th, it was Trout who endured the real damage as his right eye began to swell during the 9th. By the 10th, Trout was in full retreat as Hurd kept up the constant pressure, moving forward and landing damaging punches. Trout barely survived the 10th, and as ringside doctors checked him between rounds, Trout's trainer, Louis Burke, stopped the fight. It was an appropriate decision as Trout had given his all. "That was sensational," promoter Lou DiBella said. "What a man Trout is." The Post had the fight scored 9,694 for Hurd when the bout was stopped. "He was taking too much punishment," Burke said of his fighter. "He fought a good fight but then he started going away from the game plan." Hurd said he was happy with the first defense of his title. "I'm always a slow starter," he said. "Trout was good in the beginning, but I showed that it's tough trying to go the distance with Jarrett Hurd." Charlo, Hurd or Lara figure to be matched in a future unification bout. "We're going to unify," Charlo said. "If any of the other champions want to fight me, I'll take any of them."